So we start off inside the box with Murder Princess, and I don't remember much about what happens other than the first episode, which I saw twice, because I downloaded the first episode right before I stopped downloading stuff. So I had that, and I watched it then, and I watched it when it came out on DVD. But I don't remember what happened after that. Maybe vague recollections, I don't know. Chrono Crusade. As you can see, I've got the individuals that were released. And I also don't remember a whole lot about this other than it being really cool at the very beginning, and I think the ending being pretty appropriate, but kind of not liking where it went in that third act, I guess. Assuming a standard 4-part story or something like that. Or at least I've heard something like that. Oh, I don't know. What I do know is that the green stuff reminds me of the live stream. And unfortunately, that sort of association may haunt me for the rest of my life. Let's see. That's not that tall a pile. Let's move on to the next. We've got Mezzo Forte. And I believe this is... Let's see. It does say 16 and up, so this is most likely an edited version. I've been meaning to check to see if they released unedited versions of that in Kite, but I'm pretty sure those would be blatantly called a hentai if they were, unless these are uncensored. And speaking of Kite, I do have Kite Remastered, and I don't know if this is uncut or not. It's rated the same as Kite, so I don't know. Maybe some of y'all know if the director's cut versions I saw on DVD Aficionado are considered definitely hentai or something. We've got Kite Liberator, which I have not seen. So I don't know how it's related to Kite and stuff. And other than that, we've got a Mezzo Danger Service Agency. And I do believe this thin DVD box set is the second release of it. There were 2 releases of it, and I can't let paper get away. This one is definitely not edited from a hentai. And beyond that, it was just really amusingly strange. I wish I could remember the exact details of everything that happened. But then again, I saw like the first DVD twice and didn't actually remember what all had happened until it's like, oh yeah, they did that thing. That was a really strange thing I didn't expect for an anime like this. So, I was asked to show specifically Pokemon Season 7. And as you can see, there's Misty. This is where she shows up in the Advanced Generation stuff, unless she shows up multiple times. But I don't know. I've only watched the first disc, I think. In fact, I can find out. Yes, I don't recognize the episodes on that second disc. So I've only watched one disc of the 7th season, and then I had to go and finally do other stuff, because Pokemon's just so Pokemon. It gets a bit repetitive, and I need to take a break and stimulate myself with series where stuff happens. So that's a 10 in the 7th season. Next up we have so we have here the Phantom OVA, and these DVDs are coming out of their box set, so I need to shift these real fast. Now, I was asked to show this. As you can see, this is a double pack. That basically means it came with the simple 3-ish episode OVA and the Phantom of the Inferno AnimePlay DVD, which is the game. Now, the game was released in 2000, released here in the US in 2003 on as an AnimePlay DVD, and the OVA was released in 2004. Based upon that, and then the more recently released Phantom Requiem of the Phantom, which is a full-length series version of all this Phantom stuff came out. And I made sure to double check online the dates. This one came out in 2009, I guess. Oh, that's not... Oh, wait. It's 2011 now, isn't it? Ah, gosh. You know, time flies so fast, and it just flies so fast. And because I happen to have it, here's what the case for the AnimePlay DVD works. Looks. I didn't know I actually had this until I noticed that Phantom was a double pack. So this was kind of a pointless buy. That's why it's in my pointless pile. But since I had it and it's a different case, I thought I'd at least show it to y'all. And we finish off the DVD part of Inside the Box with Sentimental Journey, which is a 300 minutes, so it's a 12 episode release in one case, I guess, with 2 discs. And as you can tell, this thing used to be a rental DVD, unfortunately. And I also haven't had a chance to watch it yet. There's so much I need to watch. But there it is. That should be it in its entirety. So that was the end of the DVDs. But I was also asked a couple weeks ago to show my music stuff. And I did not know what we're in for. It's actually more than I thought there would be. So to begin with, we have the Mahoramatic OST 2, I think. Unless this is the Something More Beautiful OST 1 or something. I don't know. It didn't have the exact songs I wanted, unfortunately, but it's still Mahoramatic. We got Helsing Raid, which is some of the music for the original. We have Read or Die, the TV original soundtrack 2 and original soundtrack 1, as well as the original soundtrack for the first Read or Die, and an Azumanga Daioh soundtrack, Volume 1. This would be a Spirited Away soundtrack. We have a Cardcaptor Sakura character songbook, which I was hoping had the original opening song to it, but it didn't. I do not know which FLCL OST this is. It just says OST and Drama CD, so maybe it's the first one or something. We have a Fullmetal Alchemist Conqueror Shambhala OST, Fullmetal Alchemist Complete Best, Fullmetal Alchemist OST 3, Fullmetal Alchemist OST 1, Dot Hack Roots OST 2, which I'm not even sure if I've listened to that. We have a Dot Hack Legend of the Twilight Bracelet 1. We have a Hack Liminality OST. Oh, here we go. Hack Sign OST 2, which probably has one of my favorite songs, In the Land of Twilight Under the Moon. This is a Gurren Lagann CD, but it doesn't look like an OST, so it's something else. Sorairo Days? I don't know. And this is a Gurren Lagann Best Sound. I might actually have to take a look at that. I don't know if I've actually listened to some of these. This appears to be some sort of sound drama that came with one of the Code Geass limited edition things. This is probably similar. I'm getting sweat on these. Stupid humidity. What the hell is this? Is this OST 1? OST 3? Sound episode 3. Is this... No, okay. I see. And then this is OST 2. And this is OST 1. Sweet. So that explains where my Code Geass OSTs came from. Didn't even occur to me those were on the machine. Not to mention where those came from. Okay, that's the first pile. Second pile, and yeah, the ordering on these is weird because I had no clue. I have no clue what I'm really doing here. Konata and Patty, Kusite oh my honey. I don't know what this is. TV animation, Lucky Star opening thing. Sailor Fuku. I think I actually listened to this music a good amount. Of course, it's just an opening. We have a Character Song Volume 4. Character Song Volume 3. Character Song Volume 2. Character Song Volume 1. One of the noir soundtracks. Sounds like this is soundtrack 2. Here's noir soundtrack 1. The Chobits Character Song Collection. As well as Chobits OST 2. Chobits OST 1. Oof. Revolutionary Girl Utena OST. I really love the opening song for that anime. Jubei-chan 2 OST. Tange Great Disc 1. Maybe that's OST 1. Comes with the opening bomb ahead, which I mostly like. The Excel Saga Great Soundtrack Experiment 1, which is either all of or most or a lot of the Excel Saga music. I don't really know. This would be an Air soundtrack to the Air movie, I think. We have Haibane Renmei. This appears to be a Japanese release, maybe? I'm not entirely sure. Final Fantasy Unlimited, which definitely had some neat music to it. Voices of a Distant Star. I don't know what else to say. It's just, you kind of almost have to have the music if you really like that one. This is a Chrono Crusade OST. Although I don't know if I've listened to much of the stuff on it. We have a 12 Kingdoms OST Volume 2, I think. And then I guess this would be Volume 1 then. And these last few things don't appear to be anime. They're games, but they're kind of anime-ish games. Not really. Chrono Trigger, I mean, was obviously had the character art from the guy who did Dragon Ball, Blue Dragon, etc. So that's definitely a good soundtrack to have. Otherwise, the only other things in here are the Kingdom Hearts 2 and 1 soundtracks. Oh, there we go. Anything else in there is old, decades-old CDs, so we're going to leave those in there, because they're not anime related.